As we scroll social media, we see lots of sexualized content out there getting through. However, it is a challenge for a small business trying to get their message out. And I understand the platform is owned by a organization that needs to make money and has a particular skew to a set of values and beliefs. How does a small business find a way to still create awareness, create connection, and that community out there? What are some of the tips and tricks you've been employing?
For me, it's about driving people to my website, because that's where I can be most raw and most honest about the product that I am providing. So having people sign up to a mailing list or directing people to a website with links on stories is always really valuable. It's quite frustrating, the amount of sexualized content that we do view on social media platforms that really counters, firstly, what we're trying to do as a small business, but raises the question of why are our nude, non-sexual bodies in a piece of art flagged and censored when there are posts over here literally asking people for sex. And it is absolutely crazy to me that, art is so much more heavily moderated than actual sexualized content. Because the raw fact is you don't have to be nude to be sexual. And just because a person is nude doesn't mean they're giving you permission to sexualize them. It's a choice. It's consent. So the wealth of content out there that is, far more sexually explicit, but because they might be wearing something tiny or something suggestive, it's a real double standard, and it's very challenging. A lot of the time I do think that, the social media platforms are a business, and they do have to make money to continue these platforms. They're driving people towards purchasing a blue tick. They are wanting people to pay for their subscription to social media. And I am well aware that accounts with a blue tick are less moderated and less censored than those without, because I personally have one. I personally pay for my own personal Instagram account to have that little blue check that it allows me just a little bit more freedom, where I am hardly flagged for what I share on my own personal Instagram versus what I am flagged for on the Tipsy Sketching and Positively Bare Instagram pages. It is absolutely wild, the difference between the two. There's two different rules, one for if you've got money and one for if you don't.